Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat mga kababayan at ito nga mga karibin natin, ikukulong na bukas, matinding pasabog, bahay ni Romualdez, ibinulgar, puno ng pera. Aba, yan po mga kababayan ang ating alamin sa video ito, pero bago po natin simulan yan, palike naman po ng video ito, malaking tulong po yan, maraming salamat po at eto na nga, simulan na po natin to.
Change po talaga. That people can believe in sa dating na
Martin Romualdez.
So
Talaga
pwede,
yung ano no?
this will be the shortest zona. Kasi isa lang ang babanggitin eh.
Well, kasi last year, yun yung naghamon siya.
Mahiya naman kayo.
Oo,
Oh, mahiya naman kayo.
Mahiya naman kayo. Eh, di ba sila kapitbahay sila sa...
Nako,
Magkapit bahay pala.
Yeah, first place sila, pareho sila sa Forbes Park. Eh. Kaya lang si Romualdez, nagtayo ata ng bahay na may mga basement, dalawang basement, dalawang basement.
Napasok yata yung bahay ni Romualdez ni Montulfo
At isa roon, puro pera.
Aba, alam na alam, puro pera.
What should be the message?
narinig nyo ho ba yun mga kababayan? Anong siya, atin naman Peter Mind. Hindi siya ang mga kapo.
Vice President, in your opinion, was it established or not?
So yan, mga kababayan, yung bahay daw ni Romualdez punong-puno ng pera, sabi po ni Montulfo mga kababayan. Dahil nga bukas mga kababayan ay, di ba, kakasuhan na nila si Romualdez, aarestuhin na. Kasi kinasuhan nung Friday at huhulihin bukas mga kababayan sa zona ni President Bongbong Marcos Jr. Ang galing ng pagkakaano nila, ang galing po ng direktor ng zona ni President Bongbong Marcos Jr. May pasabog. Yung pasabog nila, si Romualdez aarestuhin mga kababayan. Talaga.
For me, based on a legal standpoint, I don't think it was. Because the very evidence of the prosecution, which was the video that was presented, also includes the context in which those words were said, or was a direct response to a question about Operation Romanov, which is allegedly, at the time, an ongoing or imminent threat to the security of the Vice President and her family. So for me, considering that there was an ongoing threat to her life, and that the authorities that you would normally report to or ask help from to protect you are the same agencies that are allegedly behind the threat,
Correct.
then it was justifiable, understandable, perfectly reasonable for her to resort to something like that, which is to utter something to deter the threat against her life.
So you're saying that she said that to deter any threats or any plans to kill her?
Yes, because who would you run to? The NBI, the PNP, they're the same agencies that are controlled by who she believed was behind the threat to her life, which pinangalanan niya pa, the President, the First Lady, and the former Speaker.
Correct.
So under those circumstances, what other choice did you have? To me, it was justified for her to say, if you kill me, then I will do something back. And
Mamatay ako. Oo.
so to me, it wasn't a true threat. It was just
How would you categorize it? How would
it
you
was just a
describe it?
bluster.
Okay.
So legally, for me, it's not a criminal act because the intent it wasn't a true threat. But also, it can also be classified as self-defense because there's an imminent threat against you, and then you just did something to try and repel that.
Okay, let's talk about what you said. I
Yeah.
think that's one of to talk about self-defense. It's a self-defense basically in simple terms because she was defending herself because there was a threat to kill her.
Yes.
That's basically what you're trying to say. So if there's a threat to kill anybody, that person has a right to actually say publicly that when asked, of course, when provoked, when asked, that I actually contracted someone already to kill A, B, and C.
No,
That justifies that.
It doesn't have to be true, diba, what you said. It just has to be enough to repel the threat and that you don't actually go through with the threat or push through with the threat. So I've checked jurisprudence in the Philippines, wala pa. I think precisely because hindi siya criminal in nature. If you threaten somebody, if you hurt me, diba, suntukin kita. Diba? It's not criminal in nature. It's more of a deterrent. So I checked jurisprudence, wala pang umabot sa Supreme Court, but our laws, criminal and constitutional laws are patterned after the
So
US.
basically you're saying if there's a threat to your life, that justifies you contracting someone to kill that person.
No, it justifies you from threatening that person that you have something
and
planned.
contracting an assassin, somebody to kill.
But that's the thing, that wasn't proved. And the NBI Director Matibag even said that they don't have proof as of now.
Wala
They're
pa.
zeroing in on people, but wala. So, yun. And yun nga, I was looking at US jurisprudence, merong jurisprudence on that. Like, for example, there was a couple that was fighting, and then the woman grabbed a bottle of bleach, and then itatapon niya sa asawa niya. Sabi nung asawa niya, if you throw that at me, if you don't put it down, babasagin ko yung kamay mo. And he was arrested for grave threats or the equivalent crime in the US. And he was acquitted because the courts found him justified in countering with a threat. And the court even said that you can threaten something that is even worse than what is being threatened to you, provided that you don't push
Mas
through with
matindi.
it.
Wag mo lang
Wag mo lang
Gawin.
ituloy.
But how
So
Pwede,
meron na
pwede.
palang jurisprudence sa Amerika, hindi siguro alam ni Ma'am Pinky yun. Alam niya
now the vice president saying she wants the head of the president, yung isa, tapos sige, itabi muna natin yung kay Mayor Baset. That's one. How does that self-defense, as you call it, claim affect, or doesn't that damage or kill that self-defense theory?
I don't think it's related. I think they were trying to, they presented those videos to show that there was a pattern or
Pattern of violence, as they called it.
she really wanted to harm the president and so forth. But again, she was telling a story about how the president humiliated a military graduate, was it? Because of this tradition on giving watches. So nagalit siya. So she was just telling people what she had in her mind. Na parang gusto ko
Toxic
siyang,
na tong relationship na to.
Yeah, so
Toxic na,
I
oh.
don't think it's too relevant.
nung narinig nitong si Ma'am Pinky yung jurisprudence sa Amerika, ano yan mga believe sa mga Amerikano, meron na push
About the president and the vice president, and even senators, people who have higher positions
Right.
than you and me. Is there an exception to your theory of self-defense, sir? Because if balikan po natin si NBI Director Melvin Matibag, basically he's saying a threat to the president is a threat to the national security. What do you say to that?
The law doesn't carve out those exceptions for government officials, you know. So I think the law should apply equally to them. But tapos if we go to whether it's an impeachable offense naman, ako sa akin kasi
Sorry, sir, I don't want to go to the
Yeah.
impeachable offense first because I wanted to get your answer. Because I'm trying to understand your train of thought. Doon po sa, that is the vice president threatening the president, according to NBI Director Matibag, which is a threat to the national security. How about that?
sa akin kasi, 'di ba, the context is may threat din sa buhay ng vice-presidente and wala siyang matakbuhan. So instead of reporting it, parang what do you say? And it's not like it was even planned. When she
Wala sa
said
plano
it was
Wala sa plano
directly
yun,
in response to a question about
correct.
Operation Romanov. It's public, which destroys the character of it as something that, you know, premeditated plan to threaten the president. So she was just reacting in the moment. Oo. Pero
And that justifies it.
to me it is.
It justifies
To me
it.
it does. And the former president, Duterte, the father, of course, he rose to prominence precisely because of these threats against criminals, di ba? Parang, umalis kayo sa city ko, kung hindi, papatayin ko kayo. Yan yung, parang if you're talking about impeachable offense, you can argue that President Duterte, the father, maintained his trust ratings and won the presidency precisely because of those kinds of
Those tough words.
Matters.
tough words. Yeah.
But
So yan mga kababayan, ano pong masasabi niyo dyan? At ito, pasadahan din po natin itong mga karibin natin. No? Ito pong vlogger ni President Bongbong Marcos Jr. Bumaliktad na mga kababayan. Gusto ko lang iparinig ulit sa inyo to. Ayan o.
Aro.
Ang pinagkaiba lang natin, mga bangag,
Mga bangag.
bumaliktad ako noong nalaman ko na na ang hirap ipagtanggol ni BBM. Dahil
Naku
kitang-kita
po.
ang mga ebidensya, mga witness na nag-umpisa na siyang magganyan, mangurakot.
Nako.
2022, umupo si BBM pagka-presidente. May video ko ipakita sa inyo mamaya. Patunayan kung gaano ko kadayard ni BBM noon.
Oh.
Kaya mga vlogger dyan na walang alam, naku, good luck sa inyo dahil may isusunod na naman sa inyo dyan.
Aray.
Si Mima Alicia, ang dami na kasing nalalaman ni Mima Alicia. Pinasok niya si Trillanes, pinasok niya si Claire Castro, pinasok na niya ang mga grupo na mga dilawan.
Ang dami palang pinasok ni Mima Alicia, mga kababayan. Sa sobrang daming pinasok na butas, ayan mga kababayan, yan ang kinalabasan. Nailagay na sa garapon, mga kababayan, si Mima Alicia. Ha?
In short, marami na talagang alam si Mima Alicia. Kung totoo yung convo nila na siyang humawak ng budget, patunay lang yan na si Mima Alicia ay may direct access sa pinaka-boss nila.
Correct.
Wala nga ba
Para sa
sinasabi ko
hati-hatian
eh.
nila sa suhol. Ang pinagkaiba lang natin mga bangag vloggers, mas mautak ako.
Oy.
Dahil kayo kapag pumasok
Ayan, nautakan sila, mga kababayan.
kayo dyan, hindi na kayo makakalabas ng buhay.
Ang tapa.
Parang sindikato pala ito, mga kababayan. Pag pumasok ka, di ba, sa isang sindikato, hindi ka na daw makakalabas ng buhay. Yun ang napapanood natin sa mga pelikula, di ba? Kaya sinasabi, madali ang pumasok, mahirap ang lumabas. Sa buhay ang kapalit, mga kababayan.
Bang ni Kuya.
Kaya noong 2022, bumaliktad na ako. Dahil ang mga nasa likod ni BBM, mga malaking sindikato dito sa ating bansa.
Patay
Hindi
na.
lang sa ating bansa, kundi abroad. Sindikato ng droga. Sindikato ng online games. O, tingnan nyo ngayon. Sindikato ng smuggling.
Oy, Claire Castro, ha? Paging, Claire Castro, anong masasabi mo dito? Di ba? Sa pinagsasabi ng vlogger, dating vlogger ninyo. Pwede nyo itong kasuhan, di ba? O, kasuhan nyo kaya ito, mga kababayan, no? O, nananawagan tayo sa administrasyon ni President Bongbong Marcos Jr., lalong-lalo na dyan kay Claire Castro. Pwede ba? Kasuhan mo ito nang magkaalaman na kung sino po ba talaga ang nagsasabi ng totoo. Kasi wala namang mawawala sa mga DDS, no? Kung kakasuhan nila ito, mga kababayan, walang mawawala sa mga DDS. Bakit? BBM vloggers ito eh. Di ba? BBM vlogger, kasuhan nila, sila rin. Di ba? O magkakalabasan ng baho dyan. Kaya I encourage Claire Castro na kasuhan na ang vlogger na ito, mga kababayan, sa kanyang pinagsasabi para magkaalaman kung sino po talaga ang nagsasabi ng katotohanan, di ba?
Kaya kayo
Grabe.
mga vloggers na bangag, mag-ingat kayo.
Uy.
Kaya ako kumala sa pagiging vlogger ni BBM kahit may ganyan dahil ayaw kong magmukhang tanga sa publiko. Ayaw kong magmukhang bangag sa
Tama
publiko.
naman, tama
Yun
naman.
ang pinagkaiba natin. Dahil ako marunong ako magbalanse. Hindi ako tipo ng taong yes lang ng yes.
Correct.
Kahit ang amo nyo nasa maling landas na. Di
Tama.
ba?
Tama.
Tama.
Sus, may rosip ninyo mga bangag vloggers. May isusunod sa inyo. Mark my word.
Mark
na dyan sa
my
may mga
words,
alam
ba,
na,
ha?
May maraming alam na. Nako. Si Lisa ang mga ano sa inyo dyan.
Naku po.
Titira. Nako, mag-iingat kayo dyan kay Lisa. Kaya nga si BBM ay naging dilawan eh. Dahil kay Lisa, biruin mo, yung mga kritiko ni BBM noon, yung mga ayaw kay BBM noon, naging kakampi niya ngayon,
Correct.
Oo nga
Dahil
naman.
kay isa, naging dilawan si BBM. Sa kabila ng pagbabati ko sa kanya noon ng kanyang ama. Yan po ang patunay kung gaano kabanga.
Nako, grabe.
Correct,
grabe
correct
yung,
na yan.
naku po, kung pero nung, hindi
SONA versus SANA.
Ito naman mga kabayan, no, itong si Senator Alan Peter Cayetano at si Senator Ping Lacson versus Ping Lacson mga kabayan. No? Kasi grabe po ngayon ang mga pahayag ni Senator Ping Lacson kay Senator Alan. Eto, Senator Alan Resback.
And I remember during the time of former President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, I think yung opposition kami noon nagamit din yung SANA. So I've been talking to some friends about what do you think SANA should mean, 'di ba? So si Jeremiah Belica, Brother Jeremiah, sabi niya leadership kasi is stewardship, 'di ba? Yung hindi naman ikaw may-ari eh. Pag ikaw ay mayor, you don't own the city. When you're governor, you don't own the province. When you're president, you don't own naman
The country.
the Philippines, 'di ba? You're steward, katiwala ka.
Katiwala lang.
Sabi naman ng aking good friend na si Marie, get well and get well soon and get well very well because kailangan na kailangan ka pa. Hindi lang ng yung organisasyon but yung mga communities talaga na pinagsisilbihan mo. But Marie always told me na sa lahat ng Filipino words at lahat ng words na alam niya to describe a leader, gusto niya yung pinuno. Bakit niya gusto daw yung pinuno? Kasi sabi ni Brother Mari, ang pinuno kasi, pinupunuan. Kasi lahat naman may pagkukulang. Walang perfect sa mundo. Ang Panginoon ang perfect. Pero ang tao, despite us being made from the image and from the nature of God, we are imperfect. So, katulad ngayon, pasensya na po kayo, may pesting ahem. I really enjoy kasi my coffee. And sometimes I shouldn't have too much, pero yun yung enjoyment ko. Hindi ako pwedeng mag-enjoyment masyado ng pagkain kasi mabilis din akong lumaki. And katulad nito, it's been a very busy 2 weeks. So, napakahirap ng isabay yung research, pag-aaral, meetings, impeachment, debate sa ilan natin mga kasamahan, and debate with my own lawyers about issues sa subpoena, issues sa NBI, of course, yung investigation dyan sa Southeast Asian Games. So, balancing act, but yun nga, yung konti kong joys in life is a nice cup of coffee. So, dapat isa lang, anong oras na ba? Before 5. So, kaya lang nga, medyo napasarap and I wanted to try a different flavor. So, pasensya na kayo kung may konting pesting ahem. So, going back, sabi ni Brother Jeremiah, stewarding national aspirations, di ba? Or stewarding a nation's aspiration, di ba? So, nasabi ko naman sa kanya, stewarding a national agenda. So, yung national agenda, yung may plano ka na, di ba? And when you say national agenda, hindi to Pinklawan agenda, hindi to DDS agenda, hindi to Marcos loyalist agenda, hindi to hard left, hard right, hindi to religious agenda. A national agenda means nag-a-agree tayo as a nation, yun ang agenda. Nation's aspiration is easier. Tama yung sinabi ni Jeremiah Belica. For example kasi, di ba? Halimbawa, pag sinabi natin national agenda, sinabi natin, sobrang mahal ng kuryente ngayon. Ulitin ko at alam kong feel nyo to. Sobrang mahal ng kuryente ngayon. Okay, pag sinabi mo yon, so halimbawa, sabi natin national agenda, more efficient pero cheaper electricity, at sabihin ng iba, ang pinakamura ngayon sa available na technology, mag-nuclear tayo. Some people will not agree. So, that's why mahirap magkaroon ng consensus sa national agenda na, o kaya sabihin nila, sir, ang pinaka-efficient, cost-wise, nuclear, ang pinakamura, coal. Pero ang problema sa coal, yung environment. So katulad ko na madaling mapesteng ahem kasi nga allergy, hika, acid. Kung sasabihin natin, we should make it easier for hardworking people. We should allow them to get capital para hindi sa 5-6 lang tumatakbo. We should promote hard work. Pero halimbawa, promote natin online gaming, pagsusugal. Yung binebenta ng online gaming, yung manalo ka, get rich or get money quickly. But sa totoo lang, ang nananalo lang naman sa gaming, yung may-ari, yung nagpapasugal, di ba? Pero yung nagsusugal, sabihin mo sa, I'm not sure about the statistics, whether 1 out of 10, 1 out of 50, 1 out of 100, 1 out of 1,000, ang kikita dyan. So, nung uso pa talaga yung weteng, sabi nila, ano ba naman yan, piso-piso, 5 piso. So, ganun din sa online gaming, sasabihin, yes, may plano ang Panginoon para sa atin, Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you, plans not to harm you, but to give you hope and a future. Gustong-gusto ko banggitin si Jeremiah. Ang tama, sino man mali, pero kung bangayan ng bangayan, baka may mag-take advantage at i-push ang charter change at ma-abolish ang Senate. So I'm not proposing na walang debate, but I do agree that we have to have ground rules para nga yung hindi lang yung imahe but yung trust sa Senado nandun, especially when the country is in crisis. But the principle I wanna say is that there is an enemy. It's a spiritual enemy. It's a fallen angel na ang sinabi sa Bible, he is there to steal, to lie, to cheat, to destroy. So I think steal, kill, and destroy yung nasa verse, di ba? But we also know that cheating, di ba, is deception, di ba? Mga tools ng demonyo yon. So, hindi tama na sabihin yung kadebate o kalaban natin ay demonyo. So, kung ikaw ay nasa kaliwa, hindi tama sabihin na demonyo yung kanan. Ikaw nasa kanan, hindi tama sabihin demonyo yung kaliwa. But just as there are heavenly influences, di ba? There are demonic influences. Ibig sabihin, ginagamit ng demonyo yung kanyang ideas para nga we will steal, cheat, and destroy or kill, di ba? Or lying, cheating, and stealing, di ba? Kasi hindi naman lahat pumapatay, di ba? He gives us talents, he gives us resources. Ang Pilipinas po, number 1 resource, siyempre, ang Pilipino. Having said that, karagatan natin, bundok natin, farmlands natin, gold, silver, naging 2.8, 22,000, naging 30,000, 5,000, naging 6.5, apples to apples. Iba sinasabi, hindi, kasi nag-aircon ka araw-araw dahil mainit, pero makikita mo naman kasi yung reading ng metro di ba? So, apples to apples, mako-compare mo naman ito. In our preliminary investigations, wala kaming nakitang ghost. Yung mga nakita namin may problema, we reported it earlier. That's why no less than the top DPWH officials from the regional to the national level have inspected some of the projects na may problema at hindi kami nagkulang na magsabing eto, mali ang pagkagawa, eto, bakit ganito, eto, ang tagal-tagal na. Kasi nga nadadaanan namin dahil tagarong kami, umiikot kami doon. And of course, for example, doon sa Lakeshore, every Christmas, hindi ko na malaman kung 15, 20, 30,000 a night ang tao dyan because we have a world-class Christmas lights park. And of course, throughout the year, we try to have projects that, kasi hindi naman lahat may pera para mag-mall So we're trying to have many other venues in Taguig na families can go to, communities, barkadas can go to for free. No, mga playground para yung parents kasama yung mga anak. So, I continue to wait kung ano yung specific allegation and haharapin ko yan. But of course, yung nga, ang pakiusap ko, hindi tama na mag-single out at mas mabuti lahat ito. I'll stop there kasi nga we have naman time for that. I'll just remind.
So kung baga tinatarget ngayon si Cayetano mga kababayan, no? Si Cayetano naman po ang kanyang tinatarget, si Matibag, si Cayetano, di ba? O sa SEA Games, tapos itong si Panfilo Lacson mga kababayan, yung sa mga ghost project daw ng Taguig, magpo-focus na siya sa pag-iimbestiga mga kababayan. Nako. Sa lugar kaya ni ano, no? Sa lugar kaya ni Ping Lacson, baka makasilip rin kayo ng mga ano diyan, mga anomalya, 'di ba? Ay masyado pong nagmamalinis si Lacson mga kababayan.
Everyone dito sa page ko that 2 weeks ago or last week, sabi ko na sa inyo, Monday to Wednesday, I try not to comment on other issues para nakafocus sa impeachment. As it is, marami na nagsasabing, eto mga senador na to, parang prosecution senator judges. Eto na mga senador na to, parang mga defense senator judges. So as it is, even if hindi natin pag-usapan yung ibang mga issues, may ganun na eh. So can you imagine if before the impeachment at lunchtime and after around dinner time, I will be talking about other important issues. Maghahalo-halo eh. That's why I try to talk about it during the weekend. But marami din nagsasabi na, Kuya Alan, principles, Kuya Alan, daily living, Kuya Alan, minsan nag-enjoy kami sa upakan, but nag-enjoy din kami ng yung substantive. So for example, marami sa, Sir, support naman kami sa anti-corruption. At sana magtulong-tulong na lang kayo sa anti-corruption. Some mean it directly, some are sarcastic, yung magtulong-tulong. But ang point, marami pa rin nagre-reach out na, Sir, walang pantuition. Sir, 3 na yung tumulong sa amin sa medical assistance pero kulang pa rin. Sir, ang taas ng presyo ng kuryente at totoo ba na ang pagkain tataas pa? And then you have the businessmen and women, no? So, for example, restaurant owners, I've been talking to them. Minsan managers, sabi, Sir, on the average, 20-30% ang hinina. I talked to a friend who's an artist at kunikwento din niya na panay may kaya naman yung kanyang kliyente, pero nakikita niya pagka yung sentiment, whether actually humihina negosyo or may sentiment lang na slowing down yung economy, slowing din daw sila pang gastos ng hindi mga essential. So, for example, sa kuryente, sa Senate, may administrasyon, opposition. And whether you say it's true or not, we feel We feel yung nakatutok sa amin, whether sabihin mong baril na nakatutok o sabihin mong kutsilyong or sword na nandyan sa liig nyo. So, like in my case, di ba? I have to do the research, I have to do the readings, I have to listen to the lawyers, give them instruction, they have to give me feedback at yung opinion nila when it comes to the impeachment. Staff yon, so legit yon. And then yung sa priority bills, may mga gustong-gusto tayo, meron tayong iba na we disagree. Then pressing issues, let's say kuryente. Then you have yun nga, yung biglang, ilan na ba ang existing kong investigasyon ngayon? So yung sa obstruction of justice, sumagot na kami, pero nandyan sa ombudsman yan. Tapos sabi nila, iniimbestigahan pa nila yung May 13 sa Senado. So, nandyan yan. Tapos yung SEA Games daw, iniimbestigahan nila. Tapos ang Taguig daw, iimbestigahan. So, whether you like it or not, that takes up time and it's a distraction. So, ang dali ko sabihin, sorry, today nakatutok ako sa impeachment, which I do. But if I have to read some documents or read about that, talk to some people about that, etc., that's a reality. So, syempre, nung sinabi halimbawa na may ghost projects daw sa Taguig, syempre, dino-double, triple check ko, tinitignan ko. Pag sinabing may ganito, may ganyan, di ba? But pag sinabi, it seems like ganito, kailangan ko tignan. Baka naman yung impression, ganon, pero may technical lahat yan eh. You know, engineers, architects, scientists, medical technicians, lawyers, those are all highly technical, accountants. May mga language at kultura yan na hindi likha. So like ako, abogado, hindi naman ako engineer. So pag sinabi, alam mo, sinabi kong, bakit flood control yan? Sa ano naman napunta yan? Sa Cali at Park. Sabi, sir, kasi part yan ng major project from Taguig all the way to Pasig to Rizal na yung road dike. So basta't dyan mo nilagay, ganito technically yung ganyan yan. So may mga ganon eh. So handa po tayo na harapin, of course, yung specific. Having said that, hindi ko pwedeng pabayaan ang legislative agenda, ang trabaho ko sa impeachment, ang trabaho ko rin sa holding everyone, including myself and people close to me, accountable, and including fighting for a national agenda.
So yan mga kababayan, hindi uurungan ni Senator Alan Peter Cayetano itong si Lacson mga kababayan sa kanyang mga ibinibintang na mga aligasyon. Ayan mga kababayan, ano po ang inyong opinion, reaksyon patungkol po dyan? Just comment down below at syempre wag pong kalimutang i-like ang video ito. Malaking tulong po yan. Maraming salamat po.